friends, welcome back to Rustic and Lace DIY. Today I am co-hosting with my original collaboration group, and I'll let you know more about that in a few minutes. But first of all, if you're new here, welcome. My name is Brenda. I am so thrilled that you stopped by today, and if you are returning, oh, I appreciate you guys all so very much. So with all that being said, let's get to crafting. Okay, here's DIY number 1. So on this DIY, I'm going to use this COUTURE transfer. It's brand new this year. It is called, I think it's called Hot Chocolate Bar. And it's huge. I love this one. And then I bought this, I think it's a 16 by 20 frame from Dollar Tree. Their Dollar Tree Plus section for $3. I thought that was a pretty good price for that size. I'm going to use my Waverly wax, antique wax, and my crimson chalk paint. And then I'm going to use my chalk paste. I'm only going to use the bright white. I was going to use those browns, but I changed my mind. So I'm going to start off by removing the canvas from the frame. And I am just using a box cutter here and cutting in between the staples and the edge of the frame. And then I just take it and rip it apart, rip the excess off there, and then I just pull it all apart. I did have to cut in a few pieces where maybe my box cutter didn't cut as well. But once I had it all off, I stained it with my wax, and then I painted the canvas with my crimson color. And after it was dry, I am just going to fuzz my decal here now, or my transfer. I don't think I fuzzed it enough. I think I only fuzzed it a couple of times. I laid it here to see where I was going to place it. And I think I got sidetracked thinking of something else, but I should have fuzzed it a little bit more because it did pull up some of my paint, but that's okay. It was fixable. So once I got it on here, I'm just going over it with my chalk paste in the color bright white. Now, if you've never tried COUTURE or heard of COUTURE, it is an adhesive transfer stencil, and it has a silk screen in the middle, and that's what we use the chalk paste on, to go over that silk screen, and then we use that squeegee to kind of rub off the excess. And then if you're using this on a chalkboard, it is something, well, even on this, it could be washed off unless you put some kind of sealer over it. And so you can see here, I did half of my transfer there because it's so large. I don't want that paste to dry on the silk screen, because otherwise it will pull it up when you pull up that transfer. So that's why I pulled up the top part, and now I'm finishing with the bottom part. And this stuff, you guys, I love COUTURE. I became a designer before I even tried it out, and I don't regret becoming a designer because I absolutely love it. But after I have this all on here, as you can see, I'm struggling pulling it off. If I would have fuzzed it a little bit more, it would have came off a little easier. So I went and washed that, and then I came back. I added this as part of that transfer set as well, and I just added this to the bottom part. And then once it was all dry, I went through and I'm cutting off the parts of the canvas that wrapped around the frame. We don't need that, so I just cut it off. And here I'm putting it on. Now, I should have either tried stretching it a little bit more, maybe having my husband help me, or maybe try to iron it a little bit, because it still has a little bit of puckering. But I'm okay with that. But because I think I love the way it comes out. I think it looks great. But I just used my stapler here, and I just went through and stapled it all onto the back of my frame. Then I took 2 of these hot cocoa wood cutouts from Dollar Tree, and I put spackling over the little hanger hole there. And then I am using my apple barrel chocolate bar. I automatically think of Hershey's when I think of chocolate bars. Anyways, chocolate bar color, and I'm painting the cup with that color. And then I think I painted both sides, the front and the back. I don't remember. Maybe I didn't. But anyways, I'm going to use my puff paint here, and I'm just going to go over where that whipped cream cutout is, and I'm just doing I'm doing a little bit of pouncing up and down just to kind of give it that dimension of whipped cream. And I love the way this comes out. And then I have these little gingerbread men. I got these from Hobby Lobby recently, and I'm just hot gluing them in the front of the cups, and then I'm going to hot glue them to the front of my sign. And then I just took my white little metallic marker from Dollar Tree and just making some squiggly lines and some little dots on the cups just to kind of bring it to life. And that's all there was. Now, I did have my husband add a hanger. I forgot to do that. And I went to go take pictures. I went, oh, I forgot the hanger. So I did have him add an hanger on the back for me. But there it is. I absolutely love this and can't wait to put it up in my kitchen when I start decorating for Christmas. You have to let me know what you think about this one as well. Okay, so today is the Gingerbread Kisses and Cocoa Wishes. This is my original collaboration group that was started by Krista with Krista's Crafty Life, and she asked me to co-host this month, and I was honored to co-host. And we have Brenda with Monner's Market and Chantel with Crafty Hints joining us, so make sure you check out their channels, show them some love, and watch our videos to get all kinds of gingerbread and hot cocoa DIYs oh my goodness, I can't think. You know what I mean. Here's DIY number 2. Inspiration, that's the word I was looking for. Okay, I just found this at Dollar Tree. I thought it was adorable, but I'm not really into the tinsel. So I'm going to use some of this. This is blanket yarn that I had in my stash, and then some of this red yarn. I wish I had the thicker red yarn, but that's what I had. So I just went with what I had. So I started off by removing all that tinsel-y stuff, and the buttons and the smile and all that stuff came off really easy. So I just pulled them off of this tinsel and set them aside. And then here I'm just cutting off all those little notches. I was going to try to use them, but for me they were just cumbersome, and I decided to just cut it out. And so then I just started by wrapping my yarn around this I guess you could say wreath frame. And I'm just wrapping this all around the gingerbread man, just like you see me doing right here. And I'm just going to do the whole body, and then I'm going to color the hat. I'm going to do the white for the hat and the red for the hat. And I'll let you watch while I do that. But first of all, if you're new here, welcome. My name is Brenda. I am so glad you joined me today. If you like what you see and you like home decor on a budget, holiday decor, thrift flips, gift ideas, then I would invite you to hit that red subscribe button and become part of our YouTube family. And then let me know in the comment box that you're new here. I'd love to get to know you. And if you hit that notification bell and set it to all, you'll be notified whenever I upload a video. My normal upload times are Mondays at 5 Central, but I do like to participate in different challenges throughout the week. So if you hit that notification bell, you'll be notified whenever that happens. And then again, you guys know the drill. If you like today's video, make sure you comment and give me that thumbs up. That way YouTube knows that you are interested in my content, and it will push it out there for others to see as well. And I would greatly appreciate it. And not only that, if you guys know someone who you think might enjoy this channel or this video, make sure you share it with them. Let them know. I don't know what's going on lately, but it just seems like my growth is just going really, really slow. So yeah, so help me out if you can. So here I'm just re-adding the buttons and the smiley face. You guys, I really love the way this came out. I just think it is so adorable. So on the back of all these, of course, when I pulled it off, the glue that was stuck onto the tinsel, it, had some of the tinsel still stuck on the back. So I did have to kind of trim it all off before I hot glued all those pieces on. Then once they were done, I thought, okay, I'm going to hot glue some brown yarn around the ends of the edges of this, because I wanted to kind of have that brown cooked look, but it wasn't enough. So I took my antique wax and I'm just kind of brushing it along the side of my cookie, because you know how gingerbread men, they kind of get that dark crispy look on the edges, and that's what I wanted it to look like. Then I took one of these curlers that I got from Dollar Tree, and I'm just going to twist it down to look like a candy cane shape, and then I am just going to wrap it with some of this baker's twine. I got this last year, I believe, at Hobby Lobby, but you could use the kind that comes from Dollar Tree. If you had red and white striped ribbon, you could do that if you want to recreate this, or you could even paint it. I just wanted to do this, so I just did it really tight so you couldn't see the blue in between. And then when I got to the end, I just hot glued it. Now I only hot glued the ends. I didn't have to use any hot glue in the middle or anything. It just wrapped really nicely and stayed nice and tight. So that's what I just did right there. And I almost put my finger on the hot glue, which almost doesn't matter anymore because I burned myself so many times. I almost don't feel it. Anyways, I just hot glued that candy cane there. I made another one of these hot cocoa cups like I did on the previous DIY, and I am just going to hot glue it to the other cup. And then I took one of these little wooden snowflakes and I painted it white, and I'm going to hot glue it right onto that cup. And then I think I did my little squigglies on it with my white marker as well. Then I used a couple of tumbling tower blocks and glued them on the base, but that wasn't good enough to keep him standing, so I added one on the bottom of each one of those base, and it's still a little wobbly, so I think I'm gonna have to figure out how to put another one. I don't want to put it in the front, but I'm gonna have to do another one to keep it standing up firmly. But there it is, you guys. I love it. You have to let me know what you think about it as well. Oh, it's just adorable. Okay, so if you'd like to come follow me over at social media, you can find the links to all my accounts in my description box below. Okay, and DIY number 3. Oh, you guys, I'm just loving this theme. I love gingerbread men. So I'm going to use this stencil that I got from Amazon. It is in my Amazon store. It was a package of stencils. And then I'm going to, I don't know what I'm doing there. I'm going to use this wall picture that I got from Dollar Tree. I'm going to use my Waverly chalk paints in the color Snow White, Crimson, Fern, and then Truffle. Okay, so I'm going to start off by sanding off all the glitter that's on that picture because I don't want to have glitter inside my paint when I paint. Then when I was done, I just used my cute little ladybug vacuum cleaner and vacuumed it all up. Then I painted the backside with my crimson color. Once it's all dry, I'm taking a stencil brush from Dollar Tree and I am stenciling on my Snow White color on all of the wording, the big wording. The small ones on the bottom, I'm going to cover those with my truffle color. And I'm also doing the gingerbread man with the truffle. Now, I did go back later because I don't like what I did to the gingerbread man. I did change it up and used my nutmeg instead, and I think it looks better. Nutmeg by Apple Barrel. So there it is. As you can see, I used the fern on the leaves. And then I took my little white pin here, and I'm just making little dots in between each of the words down there, the goodies. And then I'm doing this to my gingerbread man. Now, this is where I went a little crazy. I did the little frosting pieces on his arms. I did the buttons, I did the face, and then I felt like something was missing. So I thought, okay, wonder what it looked like with stitch marks all around. It turned out nasty. It looked horrible. So that's why I painted over it with the nutmeg color. I did have to put like 2 or 3 coats to cover that darker brown. But I think it turned out much, much better. And then I didn't go so crazy with my pins there. But anyways, I'm just finishing up here. I'm not going to show you what I did, but you'll see it as I'm working with it. So then I took my braided jute cord that I get off of Amazon, and I'm going to do my normal thing of just going all the way around the picture with it. I just think it gives it a nice finished edge. If my picture frame was a little bit bigger, I probably would have used those bamboo sticks that I have to kind of make a frame. But as you can see, the stencil fit just perfectly on top of this picture. So then I'm just going to use that same kind of cord to make a hanger, and I'm just threading it through and tying knots on the end and then cutting off the excess. And I did not cover the back, but I'm going to cover the back. I just forgot to do it. So then I took a couple of these little gingerbread men that I got from Hobby Lobby. I'm hot gluing them onto the top, and see the one that I painted. Oh, it looks horrible. Oh, but you'll see in the next picture that it looked much better. So there you go. There is the final sign. I absolutely love this one. I love all of them today. You have to let me know what you think too. Okay, it is a time for a celebration of your recreation. And Amy, oh, I love your little Christmas tree sign. Wonderful. And I love your leaves. all of it's very nice. If you want to see what Amy's up to, check her channel out, Crafting with Amy. And adorable Carol, look at those cute gingerbread guys. Oh my goodness, it was perfect timing for these, but I love them. Thank you so much, you guys, for sending those pictures to me. And if you have a creation or recreation that you would like me to showcase, you can send me pictures to my email address listed there, or you can send them to me through Instagram or Facebook Messenger, and I would be more than happy to showcase them for you. So with all that, let's get on to DIY number 4. Okay, so for this DIY, I am going to use this, I created on my Cricut, and I will try and remember to put the font in the description box. Some more of those little gingerbread people. And this cup I got from Dollar Tree a few months ago, this wood cup. I thought it was perfect for this kind of DIY. And then my Waverly chalk paints in the color Snow White, Crimson, and then the Apple Barrel chocolate bar. So I'm going to start off by removing this hanger, and then I'm going to fill those holes with my spackling that I got from Dollar Tree. And yeah, I didn't realize I left that pause in there, but oh well. So once I have that all filled, then I'm going to take a pencil and I'm going to try very carefully. I had to erase this a couple of times to make like a half circle, to paint the chocolate in there to make it look like hot chocolate. Then I'm painting the cup red and the bottom part white. While that was drying, I took some of these little square blocks that I got from Dollar Tree, and I'm using my miter shears to cut off little pieces that are going to be our marshmallows. And as you can see, I'm just being very careful not to cut my finger and cutting them, and they cut really easy. And then I painted them with my white chalk paint by Waverly, which is now called Snow White. I don't know if it's a different color or if they're just renaming their white, but this one I found was Snow White. So anyways, after I'm done, I took some more of those full-size blocks and I painted them white to use to help my cup stand, because this is going to be a shelf sitter. And then once I have them all painted and dried, I'm going to hot glue the little marshmallows. Oh, before that, I'm going to add my decals. So I'm just going to add it right onto the front. And I figured, you know what, it pretty much matches the title of our challenge this month. So I thought it would be fun to have it onto my little cup here. And so it says gingerbread kisses and hot cocoa wishes. I love it. Anyways, I'm adding these little faux marshmallows into my hot chocolate there. And then I'm going to use the white blocks on the back, and I'm going to add a couple more of those gingerbread men on the front. And then I will use, I think I end up using 4 of those white blocks on the back, and it still wouldn't stand, so I had to put 2 in the front, which I really don't want to do, but I ended up having to do it because I couldn't figure out how to get them to stand. So there it is. You'll have to let me know what you think about this one as well. I just love it. I love gingerbread and hot chocolate all together. It's just so fun and makes me think of Christmas. So there is a final reveal of all of them. You have to let me know, you guys, which one was your favorite today. I hope you liked them as much as I do, because I'm in love with them. Anyways, but if you're new here, don't forget to hit that subscribe button before you go. And you guys make sure you hit that like and comment. And I will be back again on Sunday with another video. So with all that being said, you guys have a blessed rest of your week, and I will see you on the next one. Bye-bye.